talk. What about your camera?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Don't look at me.
Your camera's not on. I can't look
No,
at
not
you.
The
What?
stream.
Oh,
Oh no! Don't look! Don't look! I'm not here. I'm not here. Oh no! It's not me. It's not me. Stop. Stop.
We've had so many tech hiccups in this last half hour. It's been incredible.
There's no camera.
First, my Discord just wasn't working. I have no idea why. I basically had to close out of Discord altogether and reboot the thing completely. Then your entire internet was just not working, or like it was working, it was just really, really slow. Now the camera issue.
Now the audio's already desynced. We're on track to a great podcast episode.
Oh boy.
Whatever can go wrong is going wrong.
Oh, and Neil is saying that you are very quiet compared to me, which I didn't think was possible because I'm a pretty quiet person in general. But
all right, hold on, guys, hold on. Yeah.
Was maybe face cam not the best idea?
Maybe not. I mean, we just didn't prep. There.
Who preps anymore?
Who preps anymore? Talk.
Hello.
Hey, all right.
How's that?
All right,
we're good. Hello, everyone, and welcome to NazCast 29. Really, 29. Okay, welcome to NazCast 29. Resident Evil. Well, you said 29 on the thing, so I'm going with 29.
Yeah, I think it was probably 29. Welcome to the NazCast.
All right, so welcome to NazCast 29, where we are apparently talking about Resident Evil Village /8. All right, well, let's first of all talk about the name. What do you call it? Because I call it Resident Evil 8, but it's
weird.
Technically Resident Evil Village.
It's weird because like they did the 8, the Roman numeral 8 in Village.
Yeah.
And then like they just call it Village, and I'm like, no, you can't do that. You can't.
So the Resident Evil 8 Village, which at that case just call it Resident Evil 8 Village, not Resident Village with like the first 3 things in like orange. It's like the first 3 letters highlighted in orange for 8. No, that's Resident Evil 8 Village.
Remake Resident
that
Evil
is Resident
6.
Evil 8 : Village. I have no idea why I care so much about the naming, but it matters to me. I have no idea why. But yeah, so that released what? Today officially? Yep. Midnight technically this morning.
Yes, sir.
And apparently the game is very, very good with one section being a little bit mediocre from what I've heard. Which is good because the game has looked very good. It's looked like an improvement over Resident Evil 7, which you said before stream that you weren't really keen on.
No, I don't like how I don't like the direction that the Resident Evil games have gone. I mean, 6 was a fucking dumpster fire. I'm still playing through that right now, but I don't like the 7 and 8 formula.
Yeah. So let's talk about, because we were talking about this before stream, but the Resident Evil 7 Origins, while Capcom's never really talked about it, you could kind of tell that RE7 was a reaction to the cancellation, specifically of PT.
Yeah, they definitely have very similar vibes.
Yeah. Which, I mean, makes sense because there was a first-person, like, large-budget horror game whole that was open.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I gotta increase my mic gain a little bit. That should be better. All right.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, so like RE7, from what I remember, I think it received very good reviews.
Yeah, RE7 did all right. It didn't top Resident Evil series franchise numbers or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's
also,
kind of middle of the pack.
But the top franchise numbers for those games are like 90 to like 100. So like,
oh, they're all good.
It's kind of yeah, minus RE6.
Which got like a 79. I got like a 79. Which I mean, still respectable, but RE6 is fucking not it, man.
Yeah, RE6 is garbage, and we both say that without really even having any real time playing the game.
I played it for a couple hours. Let's see what chat said.
So did I.
All right. I'm really quiet. That should be fixed. You're gonna spend all
All right.
14K of your points for me to hydrate 140 times this stream. That sounds bad.
That
Nil said they'll do the
that will
same.
kill
That
him.
will kill me. Hydrate with blood
So
because
it'll kill you twice
it's
now.
about Dommy Mommy suckling that blood. Yeah, the Dommy Mommy's there, bro. 7'4" vampire woman.
There were times I wish our chat was rated PG, but then there are times like this where I'm just like, yeah, this just
This is
makes
our
too much
chat.
sense.
And then Notepad said, now that you mention it, it definitely does seem that way, referring to RE7 just filling up the PT space. Because I agree.
Yeah, because that's definitely what happened. I mean, it was obvious from the time that the game revealed that, for third person over the shoulder, the first person camera, that was such an obvious, like, okay, they're just like, hey, look at the hole that PT just left. We can fill that hole in the market. And honestly, I mean, from what I can tell, the game was received by fans very well versus RE6, which was apparently such a dumpster fire that the fan base was ready to like light the series on
from what I
fire.
played so far of RE6, it's literally just quick time events. Like, it's a cutscene, walk, just about all combat is a quick time event, cutscene, repeat.
Which is that's a bit more than I would probably like from that, honestly.
No pants. She is 9 feet tall.
Yes, she is, which is
nice.
I mean, like, yeah, that's something. So yeah, so RE8 Village released, and it's receiving very good reviews, which is good. Like, that's good. Both of us were kind of anticipating the game, you more so than me, mainly because I was or slash am like still focusing on finishing up college. So like I wasn't really able to really focus on like playing games this entire semester. I still can't. Not until the 22nd, really. So another 2 weeks.
There you go, and then you're done.
Which at that point I might. So RE8 or actually no. I have to finish New Pokemon Snap. I've played like 2 hours of it. So New Pokemon Snap might be my first post graduation game. Second game will probably be RE8 because I'm an insane person.
I still need to play. Well, I need to play Hyper Light Drifter. The one game I really am looking forward to playing though is still Xenoblade.
Okay.
It's not in here.
Where did you put it? Oh boy. So that actually makes me think of a topic.
It's in here.
Backlogs.
Oh.
Because we both have very, very long backlogs.
Too long for humanly possible to ever complete.
You haven't played any of the other games, which I find disappointing.
I don't know if I ever will either, to be honest with you.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of games that you want me to play that I haven't.
Yeah, when are you gonna beat Shadow of the Colossus?
That I might actually stream, because I haven't talked much about my streaming plans because everything's still up in the air with my work schedule and grad school and a whole bunch of other shit's is up in the air right now. So I'm not focusing on. Hopefully by first week of June I'll have something figured out, and then you can teach me how to use
OBS.
Why am I blanking on the name
OBS?
of this?
Yeah.
Yes. I have no idea why I was blanking, except for the fact that I spent all of today writing a paper, and I'm just.
Why don't games have video game manuals anymore?
Because they're a waste of paper.
No, they're not. You're a fool. Nope. Nope.
Wait.
Nope. Hold on, I'm putting all the games away.
You're just fixing up the fact that most of your games are not in the right cases, and you're doing that on stream.
Well, they were all in my little carrying case. From when I went to my sister's, and we did those 2 streams a month ago.
Yes. Yes. Oh, so do you want to talk about the podcast VODs that are? Because you said that you were able to find some of one, part of one. I don't remember what the update was that you had out after you said that we lost the pizza discussion, which we have another pizza discussion.
Oh God, yeah. Oh, I gotta fucking.
That I sent you earlier after my one friend on Twitter was like, "Yo, look at this garbage," and I was like, "Yeah, that's an abomination."
Bro, who puts fucking garlic. What was it? Garlic mustard? What?
Yeah, it was garlic and
Pickles. But
it was like garlic something and pickles, and I was like, "What is this garbage?" And he's like, "No, I saw it on Facebook. It's a real thing." I'm like, "But like, why?"
yeah, I'm trying to load it, but I can't even load it. My phone is so fucked.
Yeah, like it's just like, why would you do that? Like, who asked for
garlic?
Yeah, so it was like,
It was something.
I think it was like, yeah. Let me look at my friend's Twitter because he's the one who posted it, and I was just like, what the hell is this? Because like, all right, so we talked about pizza a couple, weeks, months ago. At this point,
It was
been a while.
22, which is the episode that we lost half of. So
Okay,
so it's been 6 weeks.
All right, so it's creamy garlic and dill pickle pizza. Yeah, that's an abomination.
That sounds hilariously terrible. And when you know what, we're
That
from
is-
New Jersey and we do the New Jersey thing and we eat pizza.
Well, not even that. We're Italian. So, on top of being from the Northeast, which objectively has the best pizza, sorry, the rest of the country. Mainly the West Coast, which has, like, the runners-up. Chicago, you don't count. I'm sorry. But that's just
Deep
facts.
dish isn't pizza.
Because that's not pizza. Well, that's not pizza. That's something else. It's an entirely different dish, which is very, very respectable, but not actually pizza.
Steven's dancing around the fucking numbers here, man.
What?
You're dancing around fucking insulting deep dish. It's shit. It's
Because,
shit.
like, it's good, but it's not pizza.
Dude,
it's not pizza. You cannot call that
That's like
pizza.
an oily
We're
mess.
Italian, Queen.
That's like an oily mess. Fucking Chicago deep dish. I'm sure it's tasty, but
But it'll also give you some disease, I would imagine.
It'll give me heartburn.
Oh my god, it definitely will. But like, we're from the Northeast, so like we have a certain expectation for pizza. Minus you, who thinks Domino's is good, which
is so good.
It's not, Quentin. I'm not going to reiterate this lost argument that was one of my favorite podcast moments that we just lost. That's just kind of sad. But this creamy onion and dill pickle pizza was just like, that kind of broke my soul a little.
No, I even saw the picture. It didn't look very appetizing at all either. It's kind of just like, why does this exist?
It looked like it was drenched in ranch dressing. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like that was ranch dressing with pickles, and I was like, "What in the love?"
What is going on? This isn't it.
Like, and from the looks of it, it sounds like it's a thing from the South.
I don't know. I don't know where they put pickles on everything, man. Burger King. Burger King pizza.
All right, so enough pizza talk because we have to talk about you playing the Resident Evil remakes.
Yeah, so last week we touched on me starting Resident Evil 2 remake. That's done. We're over it. Can I talk about spoilers here or no?
Yeah. Well, the original game is 20-something years old. So yeah.
I fucking out of Raccoon City Police Department. Mr. X there stopping me. Me escaping after I get the key card to the parking garage door. Oh my god, stop it with the drinking. Right? I'm escaping. I'm like, no, I can't finish this electrical puzzle. It's gonna open up all the cells and there's a whole bunch of zombies here. And meanwhile, like half of my playthrough of RE2, I had 0 bullets. Like I'm just running.
Yeah, that game is not very kind.
I'm just running the entire time.
From everything.
Yeah, pretty much. So then I'm like,
from the liquors, from regular
everything.
Zombies, from Mr.
Everything.
X.
So I'm there, and I'm like, the second I pull this switch, I'm going to be fucked. Pull the switch, get the key card, and then the second you start walking away from the cell that guy was held in, like Ada's agent.
Yeah.
All cell doors open. And I'm like, oh no, I got to get the fuck out of here. We're about to escape the prison. This is bliss. This is fucking fantastic.
Yeah, because now you're in the
so
new
then
section of the
I'm
game.
like, I hope this door in front of me opens because all the cells are to the right. So it's like you can go straight or you can go to the right, but straight is locked and right is the way I came in. But there's like 8 cells you got to pass. I walk.
Yeah, it's not a
I start running. The cell door's open. I'm like, well, can't go that way now. There's like 15 zombies waiting for me, and I have 0 bullets. So I'm like, oh, I'll go the straight way, and then I'll go around because the map says I can go around. I turn this fucking corner. Do.
Yeah.
He's right in front of me, dude. Mr. X is there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, dude. So I'm fucking just, I'm like this with my pistol fucking bobbing and weaving.
Yeah.
It was terrible. And then we crashed a van into Mr. X. Continue.
So let's talk about Mr. X's sound design. Capcom did such a good job with his sound design because as soon as you hear his feet stomping that sound, you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Need to get the fuck out of Dodge. Yeah, you're gonna get the fuck out of Dodge because if you don't, you're just dead. Because he is invincible. You shoot him, you're just wasting ammunition. So you're just like, I have to figure a way out of this situation. And most of that was drawn from the original version of the RE3 Nemesis, which you also played all of RE3 Remake. So
yeah,
how was that?
A lot of my friend group said that I'm gonna hate Nemesis more than Mr. X because he's like Mr. X but better. Which I see where they're coming from. But yeah. Mr. X was fucking way worse for me.
Yeah. Also, Nemesis is worse than the original because Nemesis in the original RE3 is like Nemesis in the remake for 2. But like in RE3 remake, he's subjected to very scripted sequences from what I can tell.
Yeah, and it was like he was like a joke.
Oh yeah.
But this is my problem with RE3. I liked the game until this point. It wasn't like RE2 remake material. I think RE2 remake is a masterpiece. I would give that shit a 10 out of 10.
Oh, it is. That game is amazing.
I didn't give a shit about Nemesis. I didn't fucking care. I was like, oh, Nemesis, oh. But there was the second to last fight in RE3 that was pissing me off because it like you could call it like me blaming the game, but like there was animation skips that just weren't happening.
Damn.
There was weird bugs that never happened anywhere else in the game during this fight when you're in the arena with Nemesis.
Okay.
And this is like a 3-minute fight. It took me almost 2 hours to beat him. What? I'm not kidding. Sure. I'm not kidding. I was getting so pissed off that people in the Discord call, because I stream all these games in Discord to my friends, because I pretty much stopped streaming on Twitch except for the podcast. My friends were like, lower the difficulty. And I'm like, no, it's the fucking premise now. I need to beat this now. I can't change anything.
Like at that point, it's more about the principle of the thing than like, oh, I just want to beat the game. No, it's a principle of the thing. The game's cheating me out of nonsense, and I want to beat it on the difficulty that I'm at.
Yeah, and it was just like Nemesis, because he like transforms from like a humanoid figure to a fucking 4-legged monster, pretty much, right? And he's in the more monstery form, and he does like these dash attacks where like he gets ready to pounce, and then there's no animation of him coming towards me. It's just he's here, and then I'm on the ground, fucking getting my fucking chest ripped apart. I had 12 deaths in RE3 remake, and all 12 of them,
and most of them
were from this fucking fight.
All of them. I was expecting maybe 9 or 10, and then you had like 2.
Maybe
like,
one was not in there, but definitely 10 or 11.
The majority. Oh, that's
it was like, actually, and then like I was on the ground, couldn't move. My model would stand up, and then the zombies would attack me. And then it's just like, I'm just dying. Let's see. I did beat Birkin pretty easily in RE2. That's true, no pants. I did that the first try.
Yeah, I mean, that Birkin fight in Remake is not overly difficult.
It is, though, when you don't have ammo.
Well, yeah, but you need to be properly prepared, which it seems like you were just flying by the seat of your pants, which...
Oh, yeah, the entire game. And then in RE3, I had so much ammo, I didn't know what to do with it for like 90% of the game.
Well, because even the original RE3 was more of what RE4 would eventually become, which is a schlocky action over the top, like you're like invincible
Yeah.
thing, which is
I
fine.
mean, like, I don't know. I just didn't care about Jill in RE3. I was way more interested in,
Um,
like, Carlos going rogue from, like, the Umbrella Corp deal. I was, like,
yeah,
just way more interested in that than I was in Jill being infected. I don't care. Okay, bye, Jill. Bye.
yeah, like damn. So not the smoothest of transitions, but I got to talk about a game I bought, Balan Wonderworld,
Oh, God.
which you saw me debating with myself on Twitter a few weeks ago on whether or not I should
Yeah.
buy this game because like it was like $20 off, and I was like, do I buy it now or like do I wait up until it's like 19? Because you know it's dropping to
Yeah, but
19
I'm not going to get my
eventually.
fucking movie ticket if I wait till it drops to 19.
Yeah, which yeah, so like I eventually bought the game on PS5. I have it.
Yeah,
Okay,
that game was poopy, Yamato. And yeah, Carlos helped
so
without
I have it
helping.
right here on PS5. This is a legitimate thing that I
And
own.
you're proud of it.
I don't know if I'm proud of anything at this point because so just let me break down the gameplay. The costume system on paper, good, great idea. Problem is there's 80
I
costumes,
think the problem is
meaning
that they're trying to be Odyssey.
well there are a couple problems.
Go on, go on.
So okay, so the two main ones are that there are 80 costumes where there are multiple repeats. So there are repeats of repeats. So not a great start. But the even bigger problem is the fact that when you switch costumes, all of the face buttons and all of the triggers become one action, and that is the costume action. So if the costume action is jump, that's all you can do is jump. You can't attack. You can't do anything. And oh my god, if your action is shoot lasers out of your face, then that's the only action you can do. You can't jump. Now, the levels are designed around this limitation of not being able to jump all the time, but that's not the point. They should have split the buttons up so that half the buttons were jump and half the buttons were costume action. So if half the things were shooting lasers out of your face, that's one action. The backup action is jump. And
How far did
also
you get in
the
this?
also
Sorry to cut you off.
I'm like 4 worlds in.
Okay, continue. Sorry.
But also the game designs itself like it's Mario Odyssey, except in Odyssey where there are moons everywhere. In Balan Wonderworld, it's more like Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine where there are only 8. So you don't leave the level like in like 64/Sunshine. It's like Odyssey. You're just stuck in the level up until you get the 8 things. Or you just are at the end of the fucking stage. Because it also has a pull like a 2D Mario game where you don't technically have to have any of the fucking statues.
Oh my god.
So it doesn't know what it wants to be. The game does not know what it wants to be, which is its biggest fault because the music is good. The CGI scenes are good. The story is basically Nights in the Dreams, but with like fixing people's depression, I think.
What's with the weird scenes of the
Dance?
dancing going on? What's with that?
So that's when you solve the person's problems. So like the first guy's a farmer. So first of all, the first level you get absolutely no context. So this is broken up almost like a Sonic of games. So it's acts. The entire first act, you get no context of what's happening. It's just a random level, and then you'll just see this random giant person who's like the stage is based after. Also, as soon as you walk towards anything, they disappear. You walk fucking like near an NPC. As soon as you walk near them, they disappear off the screen. Like they're just gone. But then you have these giant characters who you're helping, and they're giant for no reason. As soon as you walk near them, they fucking disappear.
I think you should stream an entire Let's Play. of Ball in Wonderland.
I would do that, and you all would see me lose my shit with this
I want to
stupid
see your
shit.
DualSense in the wall.
Okay, it uses the dual sense in the most basic sense of the word, and that like the rumble, like the resistive things on the triggers do a little bit, but it's also very annoying, and I don't think you can turn it off, which is even
Oh
worse.
God.
But yes, so the dancing. So you don't know the context of this person's life up until the second act. Which at the start of stage, you have a scene where you see their tragic backstories. How the first level is, oh, the farmer suddenly stops liking farming. That's his thing. He suddenly is just he's depressed. He doesn't want to farm. So then you beat his boss. Oh, he suddenly likes farming again. Okay, the second level. So fucking water stage. This like I guess 12-year-old girl. Her like best friend's a dolphin. She's like a swimmer or something. The dolphin attempts to kill her. So like she's all depressed because the dolphin tries to murder her. Then you solve that problem. Now she's fine with the dolphin. The dolphin and her are made up and are friends, I guess. And this is how it goes. You get no context for the entire first stage until the second stage. Which the second stage is the final stage before the boss. So there are 2 levels in which you can get up to I think 16 balance statues with the first stage having no context. The game was clearly not
Isn't it
finished.
the same boss fight every time too?
No, they're slightly different. Actually, the bosses are not bad. The bosses are pretty well designed. Also, you get multiple balance statues for each costume you use because so like each boss you can there's like 3 ways to defeat each boss and you have 1 balance statue for each way you beat it, but if you hit it each time with each different thing you have all 3 balance statues at the end of the first time, which I'm like that makes sense. That just makes sense because I also don't have to replay this boss then. So alright, Bound Wonderworld is breaking my soul, which I did not expect.
That sounds fucking whack.
Because I want the game to be good because like the art direction is good, the music is amazing. I want the game to be good, but the gameplay is just bad. Alright, so let me just talk about Pokemon Snap, or excuse me, new Pokemon Snap, because
new.
Nintendo could not think of another name for Pokemon Snap 2 than New Pokemon Snap. So, New Pokemon Snap is a great game. I've only played like an hour and a half of it. I'm only on like the second island because I've had no time. I'm writing a whole bunch of papers and like doing a whole bunch of senior projects. So I am booked up to the nines and shit I have to do.
He was a busy guy.
But from the time I've played of it, the game is good. The game visually is very impressive. It's what Game Freak should make the like regular series. And the gameplay is literally just new mechanics from Pokemon Snap, which Pokemon Snap is a great concept. It honestly just made it better. It's a great game. Buy it. That's all I have to say about new Pokemon Snap because the game is really good.
Fucking short.
So, well, after my Bound rant, I really didn't waste even more time talking about new Pokemon Snap because my Bound rant I felt went pretty long.
You're good, man. You're good.
But let's talk about this tweet that we both saw about the Nintendo
Switch lineup.
Yeah. So one person said the Switch only has like really 7 or 8 games that are like original new titles, and the rest of the lineup is just ports, re-release, and garbage. And I was like, really? This is all right. So let's look at the tweet and just see what games they said were the best of, or like the true games. Okay, so we have Odyssey, we have Zelda Breath of the Wild, we have Hyrule Warriors 2, you have Mario and Rabbids, you got Smash Brothers Ultimate, which isn't that just Smash 4 with all the characters from all the other games? So isn't that really just more into the poor territory if you're really like splitting hairs?
I mean, if you're really splitting hairs, I think they added some new features though.
Which is what this person's doing.
Yeah.
So you then have the final 3 are Xenoblade 2, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, and last but not least, Luigi's Mansion 3. So you have what, 8 games that this person says are the only like original
So
new
I don't
game.
understand why he
When
counts the Smash Brothers game and doesn't count Splatoon 2.
yeah, because Splatoon 2 entirely different game. I mean, entirely different game. But he also doesn't count Kirby. He doesn't count Super Mario Party, which I mean is not great. He doesn't count Pokemon, which are new games. He doesn't count Astral Chains,
Damon X Machina.
which
Oh, that's not an exclusive
okay,
though.
yeah. They also don't count 1-2 Switch, which that's an original game. Is it bad? Yes, but it's an original game.
It is
so
an
you're just
original
lying
game,
to
yeah.
yourself. So, and also they don't count Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
Unreal.
On top of Mario Maker 2, which is a sequel. Mario Maker 2 is a sequel. It's got new stuff in it. Oh, also doesn't count Paper Mario and the Origami King, which is
That's
a new game.
Yeah, his.
So literally, this list itself is flawed. The logic is not there.
No, yeah. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so like that just doesn't make sense. And also, the Switch library is excellent. Like, I mean, like I don't know what you're arguing about because like, I think most of us here have a Switch. I have a Switch. You have a Switch. Most of chat probably has a Switch.
Yeah, most, yeah.
The system just keeps on receiving new games that are just good and that you want to play. Now, do we have these weird outlandish ports like Witcher 3, which run mediocre and look like they're from 2007? Yes, but hey, it's Witcher 3 on the Switch with none of the gameplay out.
The Switcher.
Yes, the Switcher, which no one thought would be a real thing.
But here we are.
Is. Which I also never thought that at any point that we would see Skyrim on Switch.
Did they just let that game die?
Or like no, I swear. I think there's a PS5 Xbox Series X port on the way, I'm pretty sure.
Just let it die, man. Just let
Now,
it die.
how many versions of the Elder Scrolls 6 will
One.
there be? There we go. Those are the There will be. Will there
Yes.
though?
One.
Because Microsoft doesn't seem to be too inclined to keep their first-party studios games exclusive.
Well, that's because
They
Microsoft
just
noticed
don't.
that nobody wants their fucking consoles anymore.
And also, they're smart enough to realize, hey, no one likes their console. Also, we can make more money this
That's
way.
what it comes down to at the end of the day, is just the bottom dollar.
Yeah, which at that point, Microsoft, port Rare Replay to Switch, please.
Sell Rare back to
Do it.
Nintendo.
But like all that old Rare stuff is gone, so you're not.
You can keep
You
Rare.
get like Conquer Bedford and do and have it be like a
Yeah,
good game.
Conquerors will never be a good game.
Banjo
dead.
is dead in the water.
What else did they do? Glover. Can't forget about Glover.
They did
I
they
know,
did not
Glover's
do
just a
Glover.
fucking funny ass game.
They did Perfect Dark, but Microsoft handed the new Perfect Dark game with 2 different studios, so they can't even do that. They did Sea of Thieves, which I heard was pretty
That's good.
alright.
That's a good game, yeah.
Now, I haven't played it. That could be something that we could eventually play, because after I'm out of school for the summer, I will probably play a lot of games with Quinn and maybe some of you in chat. I've been talking with you about Monster Hunter World, which I feel like if I reopen up that Pandora's box for you, you'll just be playing that for 200 hours a fucking
I
month
stopped playing
again.
that recently.
So I might not want to open up that Pandora's box.
No,
maybe.
when you're playing, we're going back.
I mean, maybe me and like some of our chat can watch me play like RE2 both or all 4 scenarios, because I have it on PC now. I bought it like super cheap a while ago for like $10. I was like, yeah, I'll buy all the costumes and all the DLC and shit.
Why not, right?
But I would rather not drag you back down to that Monster Hunter World size.
We'll go back to that Monster Hunter World size hole. I'll watch you play RE2. I want to hear you scream like a little girl.
Now, I don't think I'll scream. I'll more so just pop out like my headphones and I'll just be like, well,
Dude,
I'm done.
There was so many times.
This for a
There was so
second.
many times where I fucking quickly hit escape, and I'm like, "You see that? You see that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like,
Now, from what I recall, there aren't a whole ton of jump scares in RE2 Remake versus regular RE2 because in like the original RE2, it's a fixed camera, so like they can do jump scares at every fucking turn if they want. Whereas in RE2 Remake, you have a free camera, so like you can walk slowly and turn the camera like 360 the entire time, and you'll know exactly where everything
yeah.
fucking
I
is.
think that the RE remakes that we've been getting recently are peak Resident Evil like games. Like I think that's the peak like formula.
Yes. Oh, 100%. I would like to see you play RE2, the original, specifically the version on 64 because it's got full analog movement and is doesn't have tank.
Well, that's good.
Because tank movement, I don't know how to express to you how much I hate tank controls. I can't get used to them. I've tried on multiple occasions. I can't do it. I can't. I've tried really hard. It's just not in my wheelhouse.
Oh man, let's see. Chat says Monster Hunter World. Yes, we got to get Yamato caught up too. And then No Pants said, "Yo, Pancakes and I can carry you guys up the ranks. We've already conquered Kushala and Teostra."
All right. So it looks like our squad.
You're playing Monster Hunter World. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it looks like Nils joining. No Pants might
The
join.
squad is here. We're here to bring you up.
God, this is about to be. God, this is about to be the most prank-ridden. I mean, it'd be a disaster. Oh God, but I'll love every second of it because it's gonna be ridiculous, and we'll all be having a ball. So honestly, like,
let us know when you're ready.
But it'll be ridiculous. It's gonna be ridiculous, and you know that. I know that. Chat knows that.
Of course, yeah.
So yeah. So what more do we have to talk about? Except I guess Pokemon.
Yeah, you said you liked Pokemon Snap. We talked about that.
We do somewhat have to talk about the Amico.
What happened with the? I haven't even been catching up anymore, man. It's so like it's just bad.
They previewed it to one of the IGNs overseas. I don't remember which one, but the controller had significant lag.
Of course it did, because that shit looks fucking terrible.
And Tommy Tallarico blamed it on outdated firmware. So, like, if you were showing this to the press, why wouldn't you have that demo unit load up
recent firmware? Yeah,
up to date. Yeah, with the most up to date firmware. This is just an excuse to say, "Oh, hey, look, like it's still months out." No, this system launches in 5 months. This launches in 5 months, and presumably, Quinn, because you're in retail, things have to be shipped out when, like 2 months before, usually before like certification.
Probably before everything's distributed. 2 months, like before like it gets distributed to like the actual stores. Probably like 2 months. Yeah.
Yeah. So then you're looking at early August.
Yeah, for production at least. Yeah.
So I don't think you can fix this firmware update because it's clearly not just one behind. It's clearly it's one of its more recent firmware updates.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. It's just a nightmare waiting to happen.
And can't you just wait for us to buy ours?
Oh, I'm so excited for us to waste our money on this. At full price?
At full price. All right. Also, who in chat knows what you got me for graduation? Because last week you actually showed me.
I had to show you just in case you either A, bought one because you said you were going to buy one.
Yes, I did not.
Yeah, well, and just nil.
Yeah. Okay, so just nil knows. All right. So do you want to reveal that? Because I think it's a really cool.
I'll show you. But remember, when I give it to you, you gotta act surprised.
Yeah. Also, when are we seeing each other for this? Because we'll both be fully vaccinated by technically the end of May, but then you have to wait a couple weeks.
I'll be getting sometime in June.
Yeah, so would that be when we have our first IRL?
That'd be
podcast.
Crazy.
Where would we do that? Because my house doesn't really have a whole lot of space.
Me, you.
Yeah,
The
because there's
room
not a lot of
downstairs.
space. The
The one
basement?
above the basement.
Oh,
I mean, we
yeah.
could. I'll bring my mic
I
set up.
think
This
that-
is loud enough for 2 of us. Or I'll buy more
okay.
mics. I don't know. I like throwing money.
Yeah, that. Yeah. I mean, I'm just. Yeah. So you got me a copy of Earthbound Uncut,
This is
which
sealed.
is the. Yes, and for those of you who don't know what Earthbound Uncut is, it is a more accurate
I'm not
translation
opening
of
it.
Earthbound or
I'm just
Mother
taking this
2.
off.
Specifically, it like it reintroduces most of the more mature
Is
elements
that what works?
that were cut from Earthbound from Mother 2. Specifically,
No.
um, what?
It's oh. This is how
What?
this comes out. Okay, here. It's out of. It's still in the case, but it's out of the plastic wrap.
Yes, I like how you like figuring all this stuff out while
Here, man.
you can talk about like the changes. So yes, so the most significant changes are what are the lack of censorship from the original. Mainly the one where they turned a bar into a coffee shop. They smartly got rid of the child beating in one of the opening moments of the game where Porky's dad beats him and his little brother upstairs, and the text heavily implies that, in the but that was changed in the English version to be that he's just yelling at them. But then it's like suspicious that like Porky's back downstairs and is just like kind of weird, like doesn't look right. So it like reintroduces a lot of
Mature
the
topics.
like, oh yeah, which they chopped out of Earthbound for obvious mid-90s video game reasons.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, August. So Neil's saying August for, I'm assuming you or both of us.
I've met Neil
Yeah.
plenty of times.
So it looks like she's teeing up the three of
Yo,
us.
come to the
meeting up,
podcast. Steven's cool with it.
yeah. Oh yeah. Come to the podcast IRL. That would be such a disaster. It'd be perfect. It would be just the perfect type of like thing that we all like being in a disaster
yeah.
for. Like,
Come to the podcast.
yeah. Which we're having someone on the podcast later in the month.
True, we are.
Which is fun because, and it's not Victor. It's not Victor for the fourth time because we love having Victor on here, but he's been on 3 times already.
We gotta switch it up a little bit. Victor's our boy, though. We love Victor.
Yeah, because I mean, like, he's a great person, so he will always be welcome back on the podcast. But he's been here 3 times. We would like to have people be here 3 times before he gets a 4th appearance.
Yeah, we want some other guests.
Yeah. One of those may or may not be Neil, depending on if he's up for it. And
whoever wants to be a guest, pretty
schedule's
much as
aligned.
well to be a guest. We don't fucking care. We just
oh, that's 100%
Nil
accurate.
on stream. Nil's not on stream. Could be. All right, let's do the fucking Pokemon stuff because I'm tired.
All right. Yes, and let me switch up to my dark mode browser so that like I can. Oh, I gotta scroll all the way down. I hate the Pokemon website's web design.
Yeah, it's terrible. We're on Gen 7 now.
For the yes, because I pushed us through Gen 6 because Gen 6 is really short, and it honestly Gen 6 has too small of a Pokedex. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's got too small of a Pokedex to be really worth a damn. I'm sorry, but
It's
just
a small one.
because yeah, and I mean that's a problem. That's like a legitimate problem with Gen 6 is that there's not enough new Pokemon to make the adventure worthwhile, and also the game is super easy, which they fixed in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which are some of the hardest Pokemon games I've ever played.
Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are pretty hard. Look at that, man. That's a good angle for my camera.
Yeah. Well, hold on. I'm like not even looking at your camera because I'm scrolling through the Pokedex website because I hate this website. I would rather not use it, honestly. All right. Almost there. Almost there. Oh, I went
What
too
are you in Gen
far.
8?
Yep. All right. All right. Number 722 is the grass and flying type starter.
Rowlet.
Yes, that is accurate. All right. Number 723 is also grass flying.
Dartix.
Yes. Number 724 is grass
Decidueye.
ghost. Yeah. All right. Number 725 through 727.
Oh, it's the fire ones, right?
Yes.
Litten. Torracat.
Yes. Yes.
Incineroar.
Yes. Number 728 through
I don't
730.
like this one. It's like Poplio.
Yes.
Brion. And then
Yes.
Prismarina. Fucking trash, dude.
Yeah.
Trash.
I chose this Pokemon. I actually really
Really?
like it. Yeah.
Oh. No.
What do you like? A Decidueye?
Yes.
You. Okay, that's not. Okay, that's
Yeah,
fair.
Grass Ghost? That's pretty cool. I also only pick grass types.
Though it doesn't really have a lot of good moves.
It's
which
got
is
like
the problem.
Soul Arrow or something. That's it. That's all you need.
Yeah,
That's all you
something like
need.
that. All right, number 731 through 733
Is it the
is the it's the normal flying of the region.
Pick a Peck? Trumbeak.
Yes.
Toucanon. Looking like a boss, dude.
Yes. Honestly, mine is a Staraptor for how actually useful it is in all like situations. I think a Toucanon might be my favorite bird. Honestly, because it just looks
You
really
like
badass.
Toucanon more than Noctowl?
110%, yes. Okay, number 734 through 735 are normal type. They are the Bidoof of the generation. / Rattata /
Young Goose.
Sentret.
Gumshoes.
Yes. Yes. These are two of the ugliest looking Pokemon
Yeah,
I've ever
they have
seen.
like the mullet, right? They have like the yellow hair on
Yeah.
top.
Yeah.
Steven, maybe we should dye our hair yellow.
All right. Absolutely not. Because the way that we would dye our hair, it would turn out that we would be in the late 90s. The way that we would screw up dyeing our hair is that like it would be fucked up so badly that it would be frosted.
I think we should just do the frosted tips and rock it.
We don't live in 1997, Quinn.
What's the issue?
We legitimately were not on this planet until a year later.
Well, I mean, like,
Quinn, this is not 1997. We do not need frosted tips.
1997.
We're not. Backstreet Boys NSYNC, I think it was NSYNC who had.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know my 90s boy bands. All right, numbers 736 through 738 is the bug type of the region.
Is it straight bug type the whole way?
It's bug, then it's a bug and electric.
Grubbin.
Yes.
Charge-a-bug.
Yes.
Vikavolt?
Yes. So let me just talk about Vikavolt for a second, because I use this on my original Sun and Moon team. The problem with it is that Vikavolt has a specific evolution style, so that like it has to evolve in a certain place, and it's not until late game that you get there, so it's kind of annoying to evolve Vikavolt. It's just kind of a why situation.
Oh, I gotcha.
All right, so number 739 through 740, the first one to fighting. Next is a fighting ice type, and they're the same evolutionary line.
Crabominal.
Yes.
Crabominal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, number 741 is a fire flying type.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a lifeline. I can't even think. Talonflame?
From whom? Me or
Is
from
it
chat?
Talonflame?
No, Talonflame Gen 6.
Give me yours.
All right, so right now you have. Okay, so you're using the first one of mine. All right, Uh, Oricorio.
Is that like the one with the fans?
No, it looks like a dancer. It looks like a flamenco dancer.
Okay.
And I think it has variants for each of the islands
Oh, I
in
know
the
what it is
game.
then. Yeah, I know that bird.
Yeah. All right. All right. Number 742 through 743 are bug and fairy. Oh, look at your favorite type,
It's
fairy.
cutie fly
Yes.
and
Next.
Rabombi.
Yeah. Why do you hate the fairy type so much? It's a good type being. It finally helped make dragon types not super overpowered.
I hate fairy types and everything they stand for.
Why?
They should have just.
What do they stand
They
for,
stand
Quinn?
for making Spiritomb weak.
Spiritomb's garbage.
Well, now he is. He had no weaknesses before.
Well,
Gen 4, man, no weaknesses.
all right, number 744 through 745 are just pure rock type.
Do my eyes look red? Rock Ruff.
Yes. Next.
Lycanroc, right? Does Lycanroc have
Yes.
2 forms? Yeah, right?
It's got 3 forms.
Do my eyes look so small?
It's got the midday form, it's got the midnight form, then it's got the other one, the one that's exclusive, a dusk form that was exclusive, I think, to an event.
Is that the edgy one?
Which is
I like that.
no. The one you're thinking of is the dusk form, which I had on my team for Gen 6. Not a really good Pokemon. Pretty mediocre.
Okay.
All right, number 746 is a water type Pokemon.
Does it evolve?
No, it has a form that makes it
Is it
very
wishy-washy?
powerful, though. For
When it's schooling?
yes,
I
yeah. How do you feel about
think it's fucking
wishy-washy?
cool. I think it's cool.
I wish I was able to use one, but like I just didn't use it on my first playthrough. I think it would be an interesting Pokemon for the main game, not for like actual battling and like the Battle Frontier, like anything, because it doesn't have good stats on its own without the schooling form. So you would have to use like leftovers on it, which isn't great. All right, number 747 and 748 are poison water, and no, they're not Tentacool.
I'm gonna use one from chat. I
Because,
don't
like,
know. I think I know Toxapex, right? That's one of them.
Yes, that is the second one. So
I
you
don't
got
know the
half
first
of it.
evolution. Is
All right,
chat here?
chat,
Is
help him
anyone in
out.
chat active? Or am I just gonna have to use Steven again? What
Yeah.
number is this?
747. Actually, I think if no one answers you in chat, then just use the internet.
How much longer am I waiting?
5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, just use the internet.
What number was it?
747.
Where's Bobby when you need him?
I feel like Bowie just doesn't realize that we stream on Fridays now. Yes. Which is the pre-evolution of Toxapex, which, sure, why not?
Who cares?
All right, number 749 through 750 are just pure ground type.
Is it the fucking horse, Steed? Is it that horse?
Yes, it is.
Fucking Mudspray?
Mudbray, not
Mudbray?
Mudspray.
Mudsdale.
Yes. All right, 2 more. Number 751 through 752 are water and bug type.
Oh, it's the fucking spider, dude. It's like
what are their names?
arachnid.
The second one's I don't know
It's
how
like
to say that. It's made up.
Araquid.
Yes, but it has the pre-evolution.
Dew spider. No, it's Dew.
No, you got it right. It's Dew Peter. It doesn't have the
Peter Parker.
It doesn't have the It doesn't have the. so it's Dew Peter, like it's Deupider. So it doesn't have the S for like Dew Spider, which
Sure,
sure.
man.
All right, so that was the Pokemon naming challenge for the evening. You did quite well,
I did
actually.
way better than I thought I was gonna do.
And oh my god, I actually forgot how deep the Gen 7 Pokedex goes. Though a lot of it is just filler, like the Ultra Beasts
Yeah.
and Ultra Sun and
Yeah.
Ultra Moon. Just feel like Pokedex filler. Bobby will probably argue with me on that, but they're Pokedex filler.
You probably will argue with you on that, to be honest. I think he likes Ultra Beasts, so.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us this week. It was a very good time.
Yes.
It was a more laid back NazCast than normal. No
Yeah,
idea
we were
why.
just chilling out this week, having a good time.
Yeah, cause like we're both kind of just vegging out. Cause you're tired. I've been working all day on an
Yeah,
essay.
I've been at work all
Not
day. Yeah.
yeah. All right. Thank you all for joining us, and meet us back here next week for NazCast 30.
NazCast 30. Holy.
All right,
Have a
guys.
nice
Have a
one.
nice
Bye bye.
week.